Good evening and welcome to week 7 of Major League Tag Pro. I am one half of the Bam Brothers, the Jam. No AK-47, he will be subbing in tonight, so this is going to be a Captain Jamtastic production, which means the quality's going to dip. I'm sorry, everybody. But we do have a pretty good matchup as we head into week 7. We see all these phenomenal standings we have here. You got Rank Thugs in first, Blockwork Orange, Rektiles, a team that I'll be covering tonight. Center of attention, K-Poppers, our boy Smoothie Ping, highlighted in yellow, Holden Gate Warriors, 877 Caps, Boats and Hold, and Red Hot Chili Peppers all still in the hunt. So a mighty important week, and you see several teams, 7 through 9 there, all have two series left to play, I should say, as well as the 4th and 5th team. So there's just a lot of movement that can happen this final week, and it should be a phenomenal matchup. As I mentioned, I put up the Rank Thugs logo, but let's take a look here. It's Rank Thugs versus Rektiles. So this, if you go back to the standings really quick, this is going to be the number 1 team against the current number 4 team. And, well, the number 3 team, technically, 7-0-0 and 5. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of movement in the last week, but this is undoubtedly a potential Super Bowl 21 preview, if not a massive playoff matchup. Doris back in the lineup, so it should be real fun to see which teams are going to show up, etc., etc., etc. Rank Thugs, as we all know, first place, Maru, Pulpo offense, Grumpy Tie defense, and they've had a heck of a season so far. You see, rolling through Ball or Nothing, their first loss coming in OT against K-Poppers, second loss against Holden Gate Warriors, and then sweeping the number 1 team, Blockwork Orange, and this has been a wild season. A lot of accusations have been flying around recently, so we're hoping to finish it out strong. And so are Rank Thugs. They're trying to go in as the number 1 ranked seed, get a bit of momentum as they try to crash through the playoffs as well as they have at the regular season. They were ranked number 1 at the beginning of the season, so they've lived up to expectations despite the pressure. And honestly, you can't say anything too bad about them. And they'll be squaring off against my boys, the Rektiles. And you see the lineup here. They are 7-0-0 and 5. Very important game for them. They still have the potential to actually slip completely out of the playoffs, although, I'm sorry, no, they don't. They're a lock. But they could slip all the way down to the 8th seed and face an unfavorable matchup. You see Dragon Beast first to the offense, and then Doris back in action, and Griff will be teaming up, so we'll see how that lineup, with a short amount of time, is able to jump in and mesh well together. And then we have Rektiles. They say it's Smoothie Ping, Ball or Nothing, Boats and Hold, K-Poppers, 877 Caps now. They just wanted to split every single game this season until they played Chennai Super Pings. They got the big wins. And tonight is a pretty big moment for them. If they can split with Rank Thugs, they'll definitely be in a better position for the playoffs. So there's just a lot of implications, a lot of stuff going on, and we have plenty of time before the game starts. I kind of rushed through that pregame because they're supposed to be starting soon, but it is Rank Thugs versus Rektiles, and it should be, I would argue, a pretty stellar matchup. I am going to be setting some exciting things up in terms of the game, so I'm going to try to leave you with phenomenal reggae, as always. Actually, I probably won't do reggae. I'm just going to find whatever song I can that has a title and that I can legally play. There's no monetization. I just don't want to get taken off the air. But it should be a phenomenal matchup here. Really looking forward to this one. And we're going to play The Wrong Time by Silent Partner in case I need to say their names. Although, I have no idea if I need to or not. Highlight matchups for me, by the way, before as I try to get this up and running. I can't wait to see Doris and Griff working together. I think that's going to be a phenomenal team, and it's going to be interesting to see how Rank Thugs they do. Well, music kicks in now as I'm talking with the high octane grabbing of Pulpo and the patience and deliberation of Maru, aka Okay Then. It should be a pretty sensational 1-2 match. This will be Mountain Dove by Gunnar Olsen. This is Tune In by R.W. Smith. I feel like a radio DJ instead of an announcer at this point. We're still waiting for the boys to get in, ready to get the game rolling. It's The Dreams, Reggae 4. And we are moments away. I know you guys are listening to this bizarre version of the national anthem, but we'll very shortly be starting. And now it looks like we are actually ready to begin here. Getting the last rudimentary agreements out of the way. And then we'll see who has the better opening gambit. Two seconds to go, and here we are off. Maru first in base. Dragon Beast on the opposite side. Pulpo gets returned. The high grabbing strat. He's been refreshing a lot, so it'll be interesting to see if that becomes an issue for them. Pulpo will boost in here. Strong grab off Griff, out past one. Doris able to get ahead. Well played there by the defense. And now they're waiting, and the solo there by Doris, but Griff still lets AK then out. And here comes Maru with an opportunity. Straight on, uses the bank. Good offensive defense. Great play by Griff. Game remains 0-0 early on. Pulpo returned JZ. First is out. He's passed a bunch. Misses. Oh, and a tough play there. Misses the boost. Doesn't hit it clean, and that cost them a capture. Game remains 0-0. Maru taking his time. First round of pups up, so they're going to, as Maru threatens, that'll give an opportunity through. Maru rushes it now, however, and it's going to be Doris out past 3. That's a capture for Doris. 1-0 in favor of Rektiles. Grumpy with the grab. Griff, the hesitation, then the grab. Well played by Griff there. Griff will be out. Grumpy brought it all the way back in, but gets returned. Griff a quarter second late. She could have had a big second capture, but it would have been very heroic to make that play. Little bit of danger here. Pulpo is holding. Pass two, has the block. Again, another missed corner, but oh, works out in their favor. Good blocking by Ty and Grumpy. Ties this game up 1-1. Okay, then holding Griff. Misses. Puts him out past two. Another round of pups. The hold. Juke juice for Pulpo. Tag for Grumpy. Oh, it should be another capture. Easy walk in for okay then. And that makes it 2-1 in favor of Rank Thugs here. Grumpy is ahead. Nice return there by Doris. Grumpy did have a Tag Pro, still has the Tag Pro, goes Flag Pro. They have the snipe on him, and Dragon Beast gets the return. So 2-1, 7:35 to play. Oh, first hesitated, and then that's going to cost. Now Pulpo out top with his boost in, makes it 3-1. He was camping the boost, threatening to use it, and then never did. And now Maru follows it up 4-1, and all of a sudden they're off to the races. So it could have been 2-0 early, but a missed boost. And now some miscommunications. It's really costing Rektiles. They're down as this third round of pups comes up. Rolling blocks for each, both diffused. Griff with a beautiful return there. Still 4-1. Ty Grumpy defense getting it done early. The problem so far looks to me to have been the OD of Rektiles. They've been out of position a few times. It's early on it was great, but and now here comes Dragon Beast. That's going to be a capture the other way. 4-2. As I sit there talking about their bad OD, they go get a capture. Well played, Rektiles. Griff gets the return. Doris muscling. Both teams reset. Maru coming low. Maru with a grab. We'll have to make something special happen. Can't quite get over the gate. Good hold there by Doris. Here's Dragon, returned by Ty. It's going to be the fourth round of pups here. Ty gets a juke. Rolling will go to Griff. Griff able to make a nice block there, pushes him into the spikes. So Pulpo out of the play. First holding forever. But Ty able to track him down with the juke juice. Well done. Still 4-2, 5:41 to play. Ty grab, Ty dead. So Gryffindor is kind of settling in here after active first couple of minutes. Okay, then with the grab, somehow not tagged, despite 3 defenders still being there. Doris finally able to track it down. And Doris makes the makeup play there as Griff contains in. Maru will fake the grab. And they're hesitating, looking like they're playing 3D, and it looks like they're now favoring pups. There's 3 up top. Big fight for pups. Flag's wide open. Maru finally goes and takes it, but it does cost them a tag pro on the opposite end. Griff will playing the tag pro in on the offensive side. Ty goes down. Maru attempts, but it does make them go flag pro as Pulpo holds. They're going to let him burn that flag out, it looks like. Oh, Griff does get by everyone, but nobody's going to be able to get Pulpo, and Griff will be returned here momentarily. Good effort by her. Pulpo hold. Oh, great return by Doris, but another return on the opposite end. Favor returned. Here comes first. 2-on-1 opportunity. The blocks are there. Oh, the boost through by Grumpy. Almost. Oh, getting through, but it wasn't quite enough. Somehow snuck through first. Able to give him the old Seabiscuit, splitting between 2 defenders, but it wasn't enough to get the capture. Couldn't close the door there on the elevator screen. Another round of pups, the 6th, I believe. And here's Pulpo getting a tag. The first tag for Rank Thugs. And they're going to get 2. When it rains, it pours. Maru should be able to figure this out and able to walk one in, as Doris is trying to hold forever here. Returned by Grumpy instead. Ty keeps one on defense. Now the other one comes offense. Maru leading out with Pulpo. Tags have expired, but nobody's on regrab. Dragon Beast caught in a tough situation there, and it's now 5-2 in favor of Ranked Thugs. Ty holding, gets the boost that he wanted. The blocks are there. There's a return. Still holding. Dragon Beast able to chase him down. The pressure comes off. Griff trying to make something magical happen. Doris looking for a crazy block. Not going to happen. And let's see if Dragon Beast can do it. Dragon return by okay then. Another round of pups up. First trying to get a pup, but Maru, oh, it's so clever. So clever. Sneaking just around. Big fight on the bottom. Meanwhile, Ty will finally get it. Maru sits flag, giving them the opportunity. It's going to be Pulpo and Ty. It looks like a double flaccid there. You don't want to bring those guys to the party. The old sex party. Oh, sorry, unprofessional. Maru somehow getting a grab. Doris able to read it though. Another double flaccid. That one was okay just because there were so many defenders there that the flaccid didn't really affect them too bad. Maru looking to use that bomb, trying to find a clever way. Griff is able to defuse it though. About 7 seconds left until another round of pups. The lower one a little bit late, so we'll concentrate on top. Ty, Pulpo, first Dragon Beast fighting. Somehow Pulpo ends up with the tag pro there, killing everyone in his path. Doris is there, and Doris ends up with the tags, so the tags will neutralize. Let's see how they use them. Grumpy will be destroyed, and here comes Doris leading first. Pulpo decides to stay in base, so they're trailing. Great defense there. Good job by Doris. So if they can get a return, this will be a capture. They just need to find a way to get that return. It's going to take some time. They got about 3 more seconds to get it. 3, 2, it's not coming. Ty with a good hold, neutralizing the tag. Now Ty just holding forever. Borderline all-star offender if he wasn't an all-star offender in season 20. So Ty knows how to handle a flag. When he doesn't flaccid, am I right? Oh, here comes first. Hold in mid. Pulpo hold in mid as well. Another round of pups up. The last one of this first half. Grumpy will have a tag. Let's see if he can get to Maru. Lead him away. Dragon Beast got to hold forever here. Dragon able to get by Grumpy for a little bit, but Grumpy has those team tiles. Not able to quite catch him. Ty has the juke. There's nowhere for Dragon Beast to go. Finally, they get him. And a great play by Griff there. She kills everyone. That gives Doris an opportunity. A 2-on-1. They have the boost. It should be a capture, but Doris goes right into the spike. Heartbreaking play there. That could have really cut into this lead. Griff is out. She hesitates. The Jimmy Jukes. She's got 16 seconds. She's 2-on-1. She boosts high. Take her time. She's got the bomb. Oh, somehow gets gated. A tough break there. And now it costs them on the other end.
3,
the brilliance
2,
of okay then.
1.
Phenomenal play there. The OD, known as a legend. You see why there. Returns it into a capture. And there you have it. 6-2 as the half. So not exactly the best case scenario we see here. Get the logo up really quick. There's your statistics. You could take a gander there. A great first half from Rank Thugs. Maru just really getting it done. The defense really keeping it home, giving the opportunities to the offense, and they take a 6-2 lead in the first half. Certainly opportunities. It could have been cut to 5-3. It could have been 2-0 early for Rektiles, but just missed chances. And on the other end, just no missed chances, it felt like, for Rektiles and Rank Thugs. It looks like they are ready to go. we will get our game back up and running. "6-2 in the first half. Rank Thugs led. So Rektiles got a little bit of a hill to climb here in the second half. They played a very good game, except early on in those first couple minutes, there was a string of plays where Rank Thugs were out. And then, of course, the last play, when it felt like they probably could have had a big capture, ends up going the other way. And, like those are the plays that really break a team's back. And instead of being plus, 2 on those, they're suddenly -4. So, or -2, which is a 4-point swing, I should say. We'll just make sure we're recording properly. Drag this guy over here. Yes, we are. All right, we are good to go. So second, sorry about that, boys and gals. We have begun. Jam's got to get a second screen to make this a more efficient run, which I will be doing by next season, but I don't know if I'll still be streaming. Doesn't matter. First with the grab, he's out. And by out, I mean he's returned. He's out of the game. Like, he's out of here as if he were a base runner. So down 4. Rektiles facing a little bit of pressure as Doris and Griff keeping the thing. First could cut right into it here. There's the double bang. They just need the blocks. Oh, great job using the gate, getting the plays, and all of a sudden it's 6-3 Rektiles, trailing Rank Thugs by 3 now. So they got to chip away, and that's how you do it. Maybe one or two, one capture every 2 minutes is going to put them in a chance to win. Maru, however, after Dragon grabs the rolling on the opposite side, Maru is leading with the tag pro on the bottom side. And that should be, yep. Oh, great play by Doris, cutting it off. Can they get there? Dragon not going to be able to hold. It was a great try from a losing situation there. Dragon Beast gets gated. But now 7-3. Defenses steadfastly locked in here. It'll be interesting to see if Rank Thugs opts to go with a 3-man defense for the final 2 minutes if they maintain this 4-point lead. Griff gates one, but okay, then we'll gate the other. Okay, then gets the grab. Doris is there with the great positioning. First with the grab. The Hail Mary juke, nothing happening. Another round of pups here. Oh, Dragon Beast able to get it just in the nick of time. Grumpy made a beeline grab for it. Didn't quite happen. Ty, they had to beat him one-on-one. It's not going to happen. Dragon will keep the tag on offense. Well, Dragon and First couldn't quite get on the same page, so great job by the defense just completely neutralizing the tag outs. And a nice play by Ty. They were going 4D there. Like, it's very difficult to get out 4D, even with the tag pro, and I think that was the strategy of Rank Thugs. Just keep it calm, cool, collected, make sure they don't get an out, they don't have an angle, and you saw it happen there. Dragon Beast couldn't decide the proper person to get. Maru will be out on the low end here. Doris is ahead. First has to get in better position here. Maru taking the time. We'll get to the boost. Boost is top side. Maru taking his time. A patient player. Maru will hold for pups. Dragon is on the top one, it looks like. Ty favoring the bot. And Pulpo will get it. Do get the return there, and now Doris will be out past 3. A return on Pulpo is a capture. Not going to happen. Instead, actually, Maru gets the return. Grumpy gates him, so Pulpo is out. And Dragon Beast has to hold, but he puts himself in a tricky position there. Tried to get clever with the boost, didn't end up working out. Griff gets a return there. First. Maru straight through. If they had the return a moment early, it doesn't matter. Great hold by Maru. For patience, he trusted the team to get the return, didn't quite happen. Stayed patient, remained patient. Ends up getting another capture. Now 8-3 with 6 minutes, 5 seconds to play. It does seem like this is a type of lead in majors you should not relinquish, especially on a map like Emerald. Or Merald, I should say. Dragon Beast does get the grab, pushes forward. Tai has a tag pro in position. First has a juke juice, but Tai uses the tag well, protecting. Pulpo pushes for it. Doris can't quite get the return. Looks like First will. Griff now makes a move out past a bunch. Grumpy with the snipe ahead. Well played. Tai gets the return. And now another opportunity. And if they get the block, yep, Maru again. It's just great team chemistry. I think this is the most feared team, and you're seeing why. Their chemistry is outstanding heading into this season. The only team in the past few weeks that's really given them a run for the money was ABO. ABO probably would have won last week if it wasn't for a disconnect. But I came in thinking this was going to be a very gutty matchup, and that has not been the case thus far. That said, there have been moments that Rektiles have made this competitive, made this an interesting matchup. Gate there by Dragon Beast. So there's been moments, and then they, again, in the first half, could have made it a little closer, and playing from behind is extremely difficult, especially against a top-tier team such as Rektiles. First, trying to figure out a way to use the bomb, positions himself, but Grumpy all over it. Maru returned, Pulpo returned. First with the grab, Pulpo and Grumpy all over it, and they're playing the 3D pretty heavily here. Pulpo gets returned the first time he goes offense for a bit. 4:01 to play. Another round of pups up. A big fight on the bottom one. Doris gets a rolling, and Pulpo gets a tag. So ranked thugs are winning all the pups. You know, it's kind of luck which one's going to spawn, but they've been on the lucky end of the pups that you want to win. Nice gate there by Doris, and then Spawn Pro really helps out. Make sure that Rektiles don't fall a little further behind. Doris and Griff trying to bar the okay then, just accepting the fate, putting himself in a better position. Maru grabs, Maru returned. Pulpo boosts under. Pulpo is past everyone. If he has it, Doris with a big save there. If the game were closer, that would be on the highlight reel. Score remains 8-3. And First, this is the second time we've seen First hesitate on that boost. And both times it's cost them as they've gotten out the opposition. First gets returned here. Griff does have a tag pro on the opposite side. Griff gets gated, and Doris will grab. So Doris will be out past 2. Has the boost low. Gets by okay then. Great job by Grumpy on the reverse snipe. The pressure from Maru on the opposite snipe. It just gets to a point where you wonder, what can we do? What else is there that we can try? Griff is out. This is an opportunity here. The block in from Doris. Gets one return. But Tai comes flying in out of nowhere for the save. Griff going back to flag. Doris trying to play a form of anti here. It's just not working out. Couldn't quite hit the Incrediboost there. So Tai continues to hold, pushes in. Doris will get the return this time. 2:02 to play. Another round of pups. It is a 5-point lead, so this one should be in the books, but we'll see. There's stranger things have happened in Tag Pro, and Merrill can be a fast map at times. And as we say that, ranked thugs just go ahead and sweep the power-ups to put a little more pressure on Rektiles. You're down 5. You don't need power-ups. Forget it. And the only way to describe the way ranked thugs have been playing, especially the second half, most of the season, is just swarming. They always feel like they're there. They always feel like they're in position, which puts just an absolute ton of pressure on the opposition. As Tai tries to make something happen, not happening. Maru will be returned here by Doris. But it just puts so much pressure because it gives the opposition only has a few moments to make a play. And if you don't make a play in those moments, they've recovered and made it extremely difficult. And they're so disciplined that they've rarely seen them playing from behind. And, you can, if they want to waste time and you're ahead, just let them waste time. They just don't care. Doris gets a rolling. Grumpy a rolling on the opposite side. Some people have said Grumpy is the greatest player in the history of the game. I would have to agree with them. Mainly the person who said that is me, nobody else. But Grumpy is fairly phenomenal. He's had a pretty solid game this first time. 30 seconds to play. It's 8-3 now. The only question is, what will the final score be officially? Pulpo with a grab, gets out. He's past two. And he finds the corner spike there. Not the result he was hoping for, I'm sure. But it will be Rank Thugs taking game one. 10 seconds to play, 9.
3, 2, 1.
There you have it. It will be 8-3 as the final. Try to load in second half of stats here for you real quick. See Ty with all the returns, all the tags in the world. Grumpy too. I mean, those numbers are not going to be beat. Pups, the important battle there. 6, 8, 9, 9-9. So yeah, it wasn't. It's just not much you could do sometimes. And it looks like they're already ready to start this second half, or the second game, I should say. So Rektiles really need to make a strong case for themselves here, not just because you want to finish the season strong, but also you want to not be picked by Rank Thugs. It seems like this is a kind of an overmatching team, and they don't really want to. We're going to make sure that everything looks good. It does. We are fine. But yeah, we don't. You don't want to go into the postseason thinking, "Oh, this is a team we can easily beat." They've called back to group, however, so a little bit of a situation has developed here. Grumpy has left the game. Grumpy thought it was only one game. He just texted me. He said, "Oh, is it another game?" And I said, "Yes, Grumpy." And he says, "Well, being the best player in the world, I assume I'm paid by the game, not for a series. So I guess I'm getting 2 checks this week." And I, had to tell him, "Grump, once again for the third time, I am not your GM. Take it up with him." Very demanding sometimes, that Grumpy. Maru has been having a great game tonight. His name definitely in the MVB discussion for sure. Ty has been. I would put Ty up as a discussion for Defensive Player of the Year. He's played very, very well. I mean, he does have Grumpy, so that's an easy crutch to lean on, obviously. But yeah, I think those 2 guys are a phenomenal defense. Mech's probably going to end up winning Defensive Player of the Year. He's been what we like to call a dominator in the business. Yeah, we are good to go here. 12 seconds till the last game of season 7 for both these teams until the playoffs. Again, not a lot of pressure on Rektiles. They would like to get a win. They could slip all the way down to 8th. But it does feel like, actually, there is a little bit of pressure on them because if I'm not mistaken, they might be able to be bumped out of the playoffs. It's unlikely to happen, but there is a small chance. So a little bit of stakes here for them, for sure. First looking for the superhuman boost, not going to happen. Dragon Beast does get out though with the double boost. Hits the boost to the opposite outside right instead of cutting in. And Maru coming way off offensive defense positioning there. And now he's going to pressure and get him. Well played, Maru. Known as one of the best offensive defensive players in the game. The only player better than him, many would say, is Jeremy Jam. That guy's a phenomenal all-star. OD legend, some would say. First round of pups, one goes to Pulpo, the juke, the rolling diffused right away, doesn't really matter. Pulpo will have a grab with that juke, and here he comes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gets out left. Ooh, he's putting the jukes on. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he has it. Pulpo, 1-0 in favor of Rank Thugs. He put the cartoon jukes on there with the juke juice, and it paid off. Maru nowhere to go. Pulpo will grab, will be returned. So the pressure continuing to mount here as they find themselves down yet again. Dragon Beast taking a real long time. Finally takes the boost. Doesn't happen. 9 seconds till a second round of pups. Griff and Grumpy, they get neutralizing tag pros. Griff will try to take 1-0 on defense. They both keep it on D. Oh, hell of a snipe. Bomb snipe there by Doris. Keeping the game close. Still 1-0. Doris lines him up. Knocks him down. They don't call him the bowling master for nothing. Nobody calls him that. They should, though. Dragon of Flaccid. Here's Pulpo. No. Still 1-0. It's been a very low scoring game. Pulpo with another grab, and here comes our cartoon hero again. First able to get out though. Pulpo looking for the cartoon jukes. He'll get returned. Here comes First. Looking for a little razzle dazzle. He gets it. Great return by Griff. Knots the game up at 1. Uses the boost. Hits the wall. Gets the capture. 1-1. The razzle. The dazzle. There he is. Brilliant play. Oh, quarter second late. That could have been a brilliant handoff to Dragon Beast on the opposite side. Good effort though. Those are hard to time, for sure. Here comes Grumpy, the legend, the man I've been talking up all game, and that's why. What an absolutely stunning play, using the bomb like an absolute professional. 2-1 in favor of Rank Thugs. Oh, Jam, you've been talking Grumpy up a little too much. Look at that capture, and you tell me it's too much as Ty hunts him down. The anti by Grumpy. My gosh, I've never seen a better anti. Okay, then, using the bomb. Here comes Maru holding for pups. He's going to pressure it in. Oh, we built this city on caps. No, Doris. Doris says, no, you will not be building any cities. You don't have the permits. Shut it down. Griff holding forever now. Trailing by 1. Griff. Oh, Griff. Trying to evade everyone. Couldn't quite get it. First could not get one player tagged with that tag pro. And now a tough situation here. Doris has to hold. Works out. Grumpy. Tried to use the same trick. Doesn't work out. Went back to the well one too many times there. Excuse me. Doris. First looking for the ball. Ooh, clever little boost there. Gives him another chance. Kind of shook the defense up. A little shake and bake. Doris looking for the bomb and fed instead. Oh, you hate to see it. Finds the opposite team tile. Gets himself returned. 2-1. Pulpo gets boosted into a tag pro here. Oh, great return by Griff, and that was clutch. And here comes a big opportunity, though. Doris has to get into position. Doris makes the play. So great job by Doris, was rushing to make sure that bomb was defused. Instead, just gets the return. But they're going to have another opportunity here. Pulpo leading. The tag finally goes out. Maru holding, but first is there this time. So good OD this game, at least for the first 5.5 minutes. Doris with a grab. Well, they're looking at the bomb. They use it late, but it ends up working out. It's like perfectly timed, and here comes first. A big opportunity. The bomb. Uses the boost over. Oh, the return should be there. This should be it. Ah, the crowd goes wild. Yes, sir. 2-2. 4 minutes, 2 seconds to play. Here he is, the legend, Grumpalicious, pushing it in. If they get the return on Doris, it's a capture. Oh, you're gonna... Grumpy... Oh, gets himself returned, and that's going to be a bad situation heading the other way. Griff leading. Griff just needs to keep Ty off. Does that. Return is a cap for about 3 seconds here. 1, 2, not happening. Nice. Good job. And first, it's just a series of snipes there. It's like a snipe off. Just got texted I'm needed. I'm going to have to let them know I'm in another game, but there's 2 minutes to go. 3:10 to play. So 3 minutes to play here. A lot of grabbing. There appeared the game sounds were off for a bit there. I just realized that. I apologize. You just got to hear my soothing voice trying to call this entire thing solo. Game sounds are suddenly back on. I'm not sure what happened. Grumpy? No, still 2-2. Griff will be out. She's past a bundle. And by a bundle, I mean a couple. And by a couple, I mean 2. Specifics here. We need the specifics. Kissed. Ty? Taking his time, looking for that crazy. Oh wow! First with the snipe, Ty didn't see it coming, just bombed himself right in. So 2 minutes 10 seconds to play. Still knotted at 2. It's been a great game thus far. Maru with the grab. Dragon trying to get out. Doris has the Tag Pro lead. Doris really, they have to rush it. Good patience there by Griff. Griff should be able to get out left here. The hesitation, the communication not quite there, and it puts them in a bad position. Maru from behind makes the play. And yet again, you see the rank thugs. Something I talked about in the first half, just a swarming team. Pulpo returned. 1 minute 9 seconds to play. First. It's Pulpo again. Nothing doing. Last round of pups here, an important one. Still 2-2. Time to get excited. Doris gets a juke, but Grumpy has a tag. Grumpy sprinting back to the offensive end here. Dragon Beast gets returned by Maru. That's the value of Maru. Maru's just always, it seems like he's just always there. Ty will get a grab here. They're out past a bunch. Nice snipe by Dragon Beast. Popo will hold. First will hold. There's the push in. Oh, and again, Maru. Look at that. Mr. OD. And we interviewed Maru last night, and we asked him how those plays would happen, and we'll talk about it afterwards. There's 9 seconds to play here. Dragon Beast holding. Grumpy tried to go for flag. Dragon pushing.
3.
Last 3
2,
seconds. Ty will hold.
1.
It doesn't matter. It's a hold off. Yeah, and we asked Maru, where did you learn OD? And the response was simple. He said, Grumpy, the greatest player in the history of the world. Oh, I do love Grumpy. I do love the Grumpster. So there you see that line of the statistics. Game is 2-2 heading to the final half. And again, the Rektiles playing for a little bit more here. If they win, they're definitely in. It puts them in a better position. Probably going to be in the upper echelon, potentially a top seed. If they lose, there's a very small chance they could get bumped out of the playoffs completely. However, it's most likely they'll just be a lower seed. So they are playing for a little bit more than just pride at this point, for sure. There was a request for the key press to be turned on. The old, the old bot accusations, always funny to me. Did a manual fade there by mistake, so hopefully we're up and running. It looks like we are. Yeah, we are. Last half, 2-2 is the score. Many people call that the Desmond score after Desmond 2-2. Nobody calls it that after Desmond 2-2. If you've never seen one of my streams, I just love making bad jokes. It's what I do. Griff and Doris manning the Rektiles in blue here on the red side. You see rank thugs. Maru can't quite get through. Pulpo will get another grab here. High volume grabber. Oh, Maru returned. Double Flacido. And Dragon Beast somehow gets out past a bunch. He's got to take a lap here. Doesn't. But the pressure will now come from first. Dragon takes out the both boosts. First may have been looking to use that one that he stole from him at the tail end. And now it's up to Dragon to get by. Can't do it. And we're reset. 9 minutes. This will be the first round of pups. 2-2. Pulpo somehow sneaks one in. Grumpy has the... Well, first trying to fight it off. Grumpy pressuring slowly. First can't get out. So great use of Tag Pro there by Grumpy, keeping it on defense. And then Grumpy with the grab ends up killing two, and the result will be an out for Pulpo on the left side. Dragon's got to live forever, gets returned, finally. Doris has to make a heroic play, and does. Doris has been a little under-talked about because the team hasn't been winning. They lost the first game and haven't been focusing on the defense the second game, but Doris is making great play after great play. Griff gets the outside boost. Now the inside boost, using every single angle, but now she gets returned. Nowhere to go for Ty. Griff doesn't spawn in time, and now Ty will be out. Getting to the left side. Looking at that boost. Nowhere to go. Big fight on the right side. Grumpy gets muscled out as Griff comes over to get the Tag Pro. Doris holds the rolling. Griff protecting. So now a big opportunity as Griff will defuse one. Okay then. First needs to get the return here first. Grumpy, oh, the legend. And now it's a fast break going the other way. Pulpo almost. He's tried to sprint right up and use the bomb right back down. Didn't quite get it in time. And the score remains knotted at 2. 2-2 here. Oh, it looks like the organ has come on to play some music. It just goes na 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 na. Hey, na 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 na. Hey. I just realized the sound was off again, so I did the mute unmute thing, which is how it fixes it. Maru super boost. Not happening. Doris waiting on that pup. There's the kiss. Doris gets a pup. Dragon gets a pup, so double pups for Rektiles. Let's see if they can make something happen here. They call this a puppy litter. But the litter so far yielding no results. And actually, oh, Dragon able to get in position. Actually, they were in a dangerous situation for a little bit there. Tie. Tie is out past just one. And now Dragon will grab to be out past two. Ooh, Grumpy accidentally kills his own man. Team sabotage. There's an investigation going into Grumpy now by the CRC for working against his own team after that one. Grumpy the return. And here's first. Boosting around. Pulpo holding on the other end. So it's a hold off. 6 minutes to play. We're going to hold for pups. Maru cheating up towards the pups. I think he's trying to bait first in. Ty will get a tag pro. The rolling diffused right away. Pulpo pushes Doris back. Griff hesitating. Okay, then is there. Ooh, now it's up to Doris. Needed a heroic play. Couldn't quite get it. But you know who could? Dragon Beast. So that's just good team hustle right there. Preventing one capture. Keeping the game knotted at 2 for the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We have 5:30 to play. Doris another return. So Doris having a great game. It's been a lot of grabs, but it's yielded no results. And if you're a defense, that's basically what you want to see, a clean sheet. Oh, first a quarter second late on the bomb, but Doris is there. 5:06. Let's see if Pulpo decides to hold or if he's going to be a rusher. Oh, he's a linebacker. He's pushing it in, and now there's a chance it's going to be a capture. Grumpy making the play, the solo and the return. And now it's 1-0 in the second half, making it 3-2 in favor of Rank Thugs. But here comes Doris. Just needs the blocks. Couldn't quite get him. Dragon couldn't block 2 at once. And now it's going to be a counter opportunity, but Griff able to make the play. So 3-2 in favor of Rank Thugs. And if you're Dragon Beast, you just got to push the L button to make your ball bigger there, because then you could have blocked them both at the same time. Maru boosting ahead. No, nice play by first on the opposite side, using the boost to wrap around. Make sure this one's not getting out of hand. So Rektiles down 1, 4 minutes, 4 seconds to play. They need to find a way to get out and capture in this half. They've had some trouble. Doris and Griff double bodying. Maru almost steals the pup, but Doris is able to get it. And this is the golden opportunity we were hoping for. So Dragon there's 2. They should be past 2. They just got to head right here. They'll do that. Doris leading. Oh, that bomb was an unfortunate choice. I think you need a little better communication there. The result is a return. Well done again by Rank Thugs. That swarming defense yet again. And now it's actually an opportunity the opposite way. First, swipes, couldn't quite get it. Oh, but Doris is able to get it now. Doris is out past 3. Pulpo, a return is a cap forever. Doris, they just couldn't quite get it. And it looked like how he was standing there. He's screaming, you better get this, you better get this. He doesn't. And then now it's the opposite direction. Ty puts him up 4-2. And that could be the backbreaker. Nope, maybe that one is 5-2. Just walked it right in. I'm not quite sure how that happened. And another round of pups here. Griff gets one. Maru gets one. Pulpo holding. Doris grabbing. And it's almost like you felt the spirit being sucked out of the team after they couldn't get the return for Doris there, and they give up 2 right away. Maru getting real aggressive when he'll get returned. Getting real aggressive with the rolling that he had. And now first, and you see Maru calling out botting. There was a botting investigation that's kind of put a little damper on this season. Dragon Beast finds the back wall, and there's that's actually a huge play from Dragon Beast. That makes it 5-3. This one not quite over yet. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to play. See Grumpy v Doris on one side. Dragon has a rolling on the other side. Dragon uses that rolling inefficiently, and that gives him a 2-on-1 opportunity. And look at Maru coming down here. And they're going to... Great pressure, and Maru just intelligent. So intelligent with how he's able to use the game tactics to his advantage. Realizes the situation. Realizes he can push it in against 2. And pretty much that should wrap it up. 127 to play. They're just going to... Oh, look at Pulpo boating. Oh my gosh. Get this man a yacht. Now 7-1. Or 7-3, I should say. It's 2-5-1 in the second half. Make it 8. Jeepers. Well, the wheels have fallen off the wagon here for Rektiles. And that's the mental strength you need in this game to not let a tilting moment take you completely out of the game. They just didn't have it tonight. Now it's just a complete and utter boat race, 9-3. Okay, then will be returned. They should get one here. Makes it a 9-4, but far too little, far too late. The big collapse in the second half down the stretch. They had the moment to tie it. They couldn't make it happen, and then it was just team breakdown from that moment on. Tough break for Rektiles. You see they get robbed of one there. Good positioning. Once again by the OD of Rank Thugs. So Rank Thugs finished this season on top, sweeping out today. Once again, the only question we have left is what will the final score be? And with 5 seconds to go, I think it's safe to say 9-4.
3, 2, 1.
And that's going to be it. 9-4 your final. Throw the stats up one last time for the second half here. But that's all she wrote. Very impressive game, one would say. Pulpo going off, getting 4 caps. Maru 2. Pulpo had a hold fest going on as well. There was just no answers on the Rektile side in the second half. Once the game felt like it was out of reach, it just kind of going through the motions, and now they're in a bit of a waiting for the rest of this night and then maybe some more, depending on how things shake out, to see if they'll make the playoffs. My hunch is yes, it'll be a low seed. But this could be a first-round matchup now with how Rank Thugs handled them fairly easily. Phenomenal job yet again. Great season from Rank Thugs. Rektiles had a great season, but now they're going to be in danger heading in. The question next week is whether or not Rank Thugs felt those first halves, because Rektiles played them fairly tight and competitively, definitely for an entire half in game 2. But they just kind of threw once the games were over. Not intentionally, but the mental fortitude to hang in there after a heartbreaking play just wasn't there. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who Rank Thugs ends up selecting. I do think, there's a probability that Rank Thugs will look at a weaker team than Rektiles. I think Rektiles is one of the stronger teams despite this loss. But that's all she wrote for tonight. This one is over. Rank Thugs sweep out. Finish the season in first place with 36 points. Well done, boys. And that's pretty much all she wrote. We'll see you next week for some playoffs.